On our previous episode of Onboard Lifestyle, Basik returns to Shelter Bay after 2 months in the Sandblast Islands and gets straight to work. We find out that 2 other boats were pulling their masts, so it was all hands on deck to prepare Basik in 2 days. To take advantage of the multi-boat crane savings. Let's continue our story just minutes before Basik pulls her stick, for the first time in decades.
For the first time in ages, I wake up and don't hate it. I guess I found some peace. Through the day to the evening, without shouting and screaming, something new to me. Alone without being lonely.
Over T-minus just a few minutes. It's 7:30 in the morning. A little bit of a breeze, not bad though. At least the rain's not coming down. So it looks like we have a semi-dry morning. Had a little bit of dew, so we dried the decks. And I think I'm about ready. Got my tools all set up. I've done all the electrical for the mast. These will come slip right out, I think.
Hopefully.
But we have a new situation. Lynn.
Hey!
During one of the rain squalls yesterday, she was rushing to get some things done and stepped right off the end of the boat when she was trying to get to the dock and went in hard. And now her ankle's swollen up and black and blue. So she's going to be just on light duty for the next couple of days.
This really sucks because I hardly ever hurt myself. And, we're pulling the mast today. You kind of need all hands on deck. And here I am. I can hobble around maybe.
No, you're just
if I'm lucky.
You're just going to kind of sit. We've got some help coming. We've got Juanjo's going to help us out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow. Today. Gosh, I already lost the day, didn't I? It's going to be a few minutes. And we'll see how things go. But
yeah, you just need to rest up.
Yeah.
This is very inconveniencing.
Yes, it
for our
is.
Schedule.
I am so sorry. But you know what? Life happens and we'll just deal with it. You're going to be sore for a while.
I know. I had a really bad night last night.
Okay, we'll take it easy today. We'll do all the heavy lifting. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, the crane is here, so it is time for us to head into the slot so that they can pull our mast. Really sucks because there isn't really much that I can do because of my limited mobility, but luckily we have the crew at Shelter Bay Marina that is going to help us. We are being hauled first, our mast is being pulled first because we are not hauling out just yet. And then the other 2 boats are going to pull their mast and then they're being hauled out. So they said that the boat that is not being hauled out has to go first. So lucky us, we get to be the guinea pigs. This is a first for us. And so it is a little nerve-wracking, and especially with one crew member down, me, relying on Teal and Emma to take care of everything. I'm sure that they can, but again, I'm never not in the midst of doing something. So I feel a little bit like Compass today. I'm still in a little bit of pain. I'm pretty bruised up, but just hanging in there for sure.
Hey Lynn, we're leaving.
Okay, so he's gonna walk the boat, he's gonna hold the stern while we go forward.
Okay.
Súmantelo, exacto. So whenever you're ready, Cap.
Forward, Dad.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Basik is a 1993 Featherlight 435, designed by Jace Hobbs and built by Master Mold Composite Services nearly 32 years ago. We regularly inspect her standing rigging, and even though there are no obvious signs of stress, we're using our time in Shelter Bay to upgrade and replace all of our components to keep Basik and our crew safe. This project has been pushed off over the last decade multiple times, but no more. This is finally happening. Basik's aging rig is getting a much-needed tune-up.
And surprisingly, Compass is actually doing pretty good. Having all these strange sounds and strange people on board. It's like he knows that we really don't have time for him to play protective dog. Right, Compass?
Aw, hi, baby.
That's right. Pretty good.
Okay, we're raising one of their guys up to the top. I had to quickly re-rig one of these halyards. They sent the largest guy up though, so we're all taking turns winching. We should have sent this guy up.
Okay, so they are, or actually we are hoisting the guy that is going to be attaching the crane, I guess, attachment to the top of the mast. So he's going up on our mast right now. I think this is the heaviest person that's been on our boat. I don't want to, it just feels weird.
Dale un toquecito.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way.
Aguántala ahí, aguántala ahí. Aguanta, aguanta.
Last one.
Más fuera. Okay, see? Okay, we're racing against the time because the dollars are clicking away fast with this.
This was done in less than about half an hour.
That's good. That well, that's because we prepped, got everything ready. It came off a lot smoother than I thought, but boy, I'll kind of go over that mass base. We're going to be modifying that and cleaning things up, I think. It's shocking looking at it. But
Well-
hey, that went smooth. Juanjo's on his way back here to help us get out of this slip and back to our D2. But overall, I think it went pretty good. What do you think?
Pretty good considering I could barely do anything.
I know, but you're
Hobbling around.
on bed rest, so go sit down.
Not really.
Look at you.
It's getting really bruised.
Oh yeah, that does not look good. Okay, you need to ice that down as soon as we get back.
Well, that's it. Our mast is off and we are heading back to our slip. And now we get to regroup, look at everything that needs to be done, get things ordered, figuring out what our next game plan is. So I'm happy that this is done finally, but it also feels so weird that we don't have a mast on our boat. It's some naked feeling. But it really needs to be done. It's been quite a while. We have, in the entire time that we've had Basic, we have not replaced her rigging. She's been, you know, granted it was in fresh water, but you know, the past 6, 7 years has been in salt water. So obviously the salt air, the sea life is really hard on your boat. So this is something that we really absolutely have to take care of because it's a safety issue. Better to be proactive about it than reactive and something catastrophic goes wrong.
A good day to take our mast down. I think we're pretty safe right now. Everybody else is a much taller object to strike than us. A little tropical wave coming through right now. And it's coming down pretty good. Lightning, thunder, just kind of came out of the blue. We just put away our main too. Dried it out all day long. We had sunshine for about 6-8 hours. Spent the time just kind of flaking it open and getting it nice and dry. Just put it down below and this broke out. Okay, we yanked the mast yesterday. Emma and I are gonna go
Take the radar off.
take the radar off and kind of spiff it up a little bit, make sure it's stored in a good spot. We haven't even really walked over there yet. Just got back in our slip, and it was raining all day yesterday, so this is our first break.
Yeah, we figured we'd go check it out right now.
And Lynn is laid up with her
Immobile for a bit.
foot in the air. We're going for x-rays tomorrow. We'll know a lot more after that, but for now,
I get to help out with projects.
yeah, we're gonna kind of do what we could do. Okay, we're gonna take our new Dyneema off today. I don't want that just sitting in here. But the big thing is I want to get the radar off. I mean, that's just gonna be sitting here, just corroding away. Might as well take care of it. You ready?
Yep.
I'll just
Let's do
watch.
this.
You take it off.
Okay.
There we go. You got it?
Yep, got it.
Okay, I'm gonna coil this up. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, and our bag didn't fall apart at all.
I know. Little UV damage, I think.
Yeah.
We are short-lived for the project today. Looks like if we go early in the mornings, we'll be in the shade, but we need a little more bug spray. There's a lot of insects in this gravel. We're getting eaten alive, so. But we hit our goal, get
Yeah.
the radar off and the Dyneema off.
And we were able to check to see what our mast looks like and if everything's good with it, so.
Yeah, it's in a good
Success.
place. It's blocked up nice. It'll be good there for a while, so back to basic.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A huge thanks goes out to our amazing patrons, whose generous support drives the production of our videos. Join our crew if you can. It's good timing to pull our mast during lightning season. It's bad timing for a crew member to go down. The silver lining is that we're in a good place to take care of both. So, come back next week as we find out how serious my mom's injury really is. See you then!